this application running. So now let's say I need Redis running. So Docker Hub, all the artifacts that are in the Docker Hub are images. So we're not talking about containers here. All of these things are images, Docker official image. So we're going to go ahead and pull a Redis image out of the Docker Hub to my laptop. So you see the different layers of the image are downloaded. And this will take a couple of minutes. So once the download is complete, I can check all the existing images on my laptop using Docker images command. So I see I have 2 images, Redis and Postgres, with text, image IDs, and so on. Another important aspect of images is that they have tags or versions. So for example, if we go back to the Docker Hub, each image that you look up in the Docker Hub will have many different versions. The latest is always the one that you get when you don't specify the version, of course. If you have a dependency on a specific version, you can actually choose the version you want and specify it. And you can select one from here. So this is what you see here. The tag is basically the version of the image. So I just downloaded the latest, and I can also see the size of the image. So now to this point, we have only worked with images. There is no container involved and there is no Redis running. So now let's say I need Redis running so that my application can connect to it. I'll have to create a container of that Redis image that will make it possible to connect to the Redis application. And I can do it by running the Redis image. So if I say docker run Redis, this will actually start the image in a container. So as I said before, container is a running environment of an image. So now if I open a new tab and do docker ps, I will get status of all the running Docker containers. So I can see the container Redis is running with a container ID based on the image of Redis and some other information about it. For example, the port that it's running on and so on. So as you see here, the docker run Redis command will start the Redis container in the terminal in an attached mode. So for example, if I were to terminate this with the Control C, you see that Redis application stops and the container will be stopped as well. So if I do docker ps again, I see that no container is running. So there is an option for docker run command that makes it possible to run the container in a detached mode, and that is -d. So if I do docker run -d Redis, I will just get the ID of the container as an output, and the container will stop running. So if we check again docker ps, I see the container with the ID starting with